Let's go now and pronounce some words and also see how to transliterate some Greek words from Greek into English. For the pronunciation guide, if you will refer to page 1-2 in your grammar, where you see the alphabet given, and the far right-hand column gives you a pronunciation that we will be using for these words. Look at our first word here. What's the first letter of this word? Alpha. The next letter is lambda. The next letter is eta. The next letter, theta. The next letter, epsilon. The next letter, iota. And the last letter, alpha. The mark over the alpha is a smooth breathing mark. The mark over the eta is an accent, an acute accent. Therefore, we will pronounce this word aletheia, 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 aletheia. If we were to transliterate this word from Greek to English, it would look like this. The alpha transliterates into an English A. The lambda transliterates into an English L. The eta transliterates into a long English E, bar over top of the E to tell us that it's a long E. The theta transliterates to a TH. The epsilon transliterates to a short English E. The iota transliterates into an I, and the alpha again transliterates into an A. Aletheia, aletheia. Let's look at our second word. Again, the word begins with alpha, nu, iota, sigma, tau, eta, mu, iota. If we were to transliterate this word from Greek into English, it would be A, N, I, S, T, long E, M, I. Let's pronounce this word anistemi, 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 anistemi. Our third word begins not with just an alpha, but a diphthong, alpha upsilon. Notice that the breathing mark is placed over the second letter of the diphthong. Now remember that breathing marks only occur at the beginning of a word, when that word begins with a vowel or a diphthong. The accent is over the second syllable of this word, an acute accent over the omicron. Our Greek letters are alpha, upsilon, tau, omicron, sigma. Notice how the sigma on the end of this word is written differently from the sigma in this word, which is in the middle of the word. This word would be transliterated into an English word that we already know, A-U-T-O-S. We will pronounce this word in Greek, autos, autos, autos. Next word begins with a delta, and then an iota, and then an alpha. The acute accent is over the alpha, and the word is pronounced dia, 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 dia. The next word is the word for God, theos. The first is theta. The next one, epsilon, omicron, and a final sigma. Notice the acute accent over the second syllable. This word is transliterated into English T-H-E-O-S and is pronounced theos, theos, theos. The next word, logos. This is the word for word. It begins with a lambda, the next letter, omicron, and then a gamma, omicron, sigma. Lambda, omicron, gamma, omicron, sigma. It is pronounced logos, logos, logos. The next word is the word for Christ. It begins with a key. Remember, this is not an X, but rather a CH in the Greek alphabet. The next letter looks like a P, but remember it's not. It's the Greek R. It's rho. We have chi, rho, iota, sigma, tau, omicron, and sigma. This is a good word to see the two different sigmas written. And the word is pronounced with the accent over the last syllable, Christos, Christos, Christos. The next word is the word for love, beginning with an alpha, with smooth breathing, gamma, alpha with an acute accent, P, eta, a long E. If you were to write this word in English, it would be A-G-A-P, long E. Pronounce it agape, 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 agape. Let's go back over those words that we just pronounced and pronounce them all again. The first one, aletheia. This is the word for truth. Aletheia. The next one, anistemi. Anistemi. This word means I rise up, I raise up, I stand up. The next one, autos, autos, autos. This is the word that means he. The next one, dia, dia. Dia means through, by means of, because of. The next word, theos, theos, theos. This is the word that means God. Logos, logos. This is the word that means word. Kos, Christos. This is the word that means, of course, Christ. The word Christ means Messiah, or the anointed one. And the next word, agape, agape. This is the word for love. Let's look at another set of words, some that we have already seen before, and let's pronounce each one. Aletheia, aletheia, anistemi, anistemi, autos, autos, dia, ego, ego, a. Notice the diphthong with the breathing mark over the second letter of the diphthong. Amy, Amy. Erkomai, komai, erkomai. Remember, the key is not an X, but rather a CH. Erkomai. Zoe, Zoe. Jesus, Jesus. This is the word for Jesus. Jesus. Here's the word for John. Ioannes, Ioannes, Ioannes. You can hear Yanni in there. Kai, Kai. Kata, Kata. Kyrios, Lego, Lego. Logos, Logos. Mathetes, Mathetes, Mathetes. May, May. Ho, Hey, To. This is 3 different forms of the definite article the. This first word is the masculine form, meaning the or the. The second one is the feminine form, and the third one is the neuter form. Ho, Hey, To. Look at the breathing mark over the omicron. It's a rough breathing mark, which is equivalent to putting an H sound in front of the vowel. Ho. The same with the feminine form. Hey, hey. And the neuter is to. Ho, hey, to. The next word, hodos. Hodos. Notice the rough breathing mark over the initial vowel. Hodos. The next word, oo. Oo. How can you tell that that's a diphthong? Well, the breathing mark is over the second vowel of these 2 vowels, telling us that it is a diphthong. Oo. Another word built off of that diphthong, oudes, oudes, oudes. The next word, pater, pater. That's the word for father. Word, pros, pros. Next word, su, su. The next word, Christos, Christos. Now look at this word, beginning with a vowel in which there is a mark and an accent. And notice that when a breathing mark and an accent occur over the same vowel, the breathing mark occurs first. The breathing mark here is a rough breathing mark, so we will put an H sound in front of the pronunciation of this word. Hagios, hagios, hagios. Ion. Amen. Amen. Of course, you know what that means. Amen. Amen. Arche. Arche. Baptizo. Baptizo. That's the verb that means I baptize. Baptizo. Basilus. 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 de, de. Doxa, doxa. You know the doxa comes from two Greek words. It comes from this word doxa and logos, doxology. Doxa means glory or praise. Ace, ace. N, N. Here's a long word. Angelion. Notice the two gammas together here have an NG sound. Eng. Euangelion. 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 If we were to transliterate this word, it would be E, U, or V, A, N, G. The two gammas together transliterate into English N, G, E, L, I, O, N. You see the word angel in here, A, N, G, E, L. An angel is a messenger, and the angelion is a message. And the little E out front tells us that it is good or well. So the euangelion means the good message or the good news, the gospel. Euangelion. Theos. Theos. Monos. Monos. Panuma. Panuma. What accent is this over the diphthong EU here? It's a circumflex accent. Notice that in Greek, no letters are silent. In English, we would pronounce this pneuma with a silent P, but not in Greek. All letters are pronounced in Greek, so this is pronounced panuma. Panuma. Time. Time. Hudor. Notice the rough breathing. Hudor. Hudor. And again, a diphthong with rough breathing. Huios. Huios.